What's up? Come on, man. I'm trying to finish.
There. I don't need you to clean up. I need you to turn around. There. I need you to sit down. Please. There. Sit down. I don't need you to clean up right now. Thank you. Sit down. Okay, so it's not a cheetah. It's not a leopard.
Woo! The irony. The irony of being a dad, talking about a dad and trying to get work done, all surrounded around the idea and reality of being a dad. I'm gonna figure this out though. Let's get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Episode 5. I'm just here to be dad. The show about everything or nothing at all. I'm just here to be dad.com. Dream big. To which my kids respond, follow through bigger. A mantra. A few words spoken in a sequence of words spoken as I tuck them in. Or now as big as they are, simply say goodnight. Though I do tuck them in whenever I feel like it. You still live here. I'm coming in the room. And you're always my little guy or little princess. It's a battle. It's a battle watching them grow. A love-hate relationship. But back to what I was saying. Dream big. Follow through bigger. I don't know who said it first, but I heard it at the end of a Wale track at some point in my life, and it got added to the list of things I say on repeat. You know, the corny or catchy and clever things we heard growing up that we can't help but remember as adults and even catch ourselves repeating. By the time my children are 18, I hope that they have an encyclopedia of all the things my dad said. I think we lessen or take for granted the confidence that comes from our dad. The simplicity of, you got this, to, girl, they can't stop you. Or simply whispering, be brave, son. That power dad has to impact their child with the sheer power of his words is both the most powerful thing that can take place in a child's life or the most detrimental thing that can destroy a child's life. The battles our children face, they face first in their mind. These battles are won and lost by the sheer power of words. How much more should we be cautious with how we respond to their dreams or their ambitions? The importance lies in how we set the tone for their mental fortitude, strength, and ability to see beyond the wall or obstacle and have confidence in the process to get there. May the phrase my dad said be inserted anywhere where fear, doubt, and hesitation seek to take over. The blessing. I mean, what a blessing to be able as a dad to speak life and truth in the lives of our children. Far from becoming a broken record, but rather the words we speak echo in the halls of their mind, always clear and present when they need it most. Even more, the memories from the words or phrases connect like a beautiful script or movie they never get tired of viewing. Dream big. Far from it being about the dream, it's the question attached to the dream or dreams. That is what my wife and I were careful to answer with care. We never really defined it yet the concept is similar to one I read in a book entitled Get Honest or Die Lying. The author, Charlemagne, shares his thoughts on what he calls the astronaut question. In Get Honest or Die Lying, Charlemagne shares a conversation with the psychotherapist Elliot Connie about what he calls the astronaut question, a simple but powerful way to respond to a child's dreams or a child's big dreams should I say. Instead of meeting a bold declaration like, I want to be an astronaut with skepticism or a dose of reality, you answer with curiosity and wonder, asking something like, that's amazing. What planet would you like to visit? This approach shifts the tone from judgment to encouragement, validating the dream and keeping imagination alive. Charlemagne admits he's had some moments of unintentionally playing the dream crusher role with his children, but this insight reminded him that whether kids achieve their dream or not, the pursuit itself builds confidence, resilience, and self-awareness. The astronaut question works because it normalizes big thinking, celebrates audacity, and turns conversations into a space where possibility feels real, teaching us that sometimes the best way to guide someone's path is simply to believe in it with them. End quote. As I said, my wife and I, we never really defined it, and that explanation defines it well. Yet we were and still are always careful with how we answer it, encourage it, and even make sure no one else discourages any of our children's dreams. It's not so much the dream or dreams that are the issue, it's the audacity to even begin dreaming. We have to be careful not to shelf their ability to dream too early. The beauty of imagination, creativity, and confidence to try new things, fail, and live to try again. I feel like it's not our job to predict what won't happen or the many things in which their personality, wit, intelligence, etc. fits their said dream. It's not my job to protect them from failure. It's simply important that I'm there for the journey, there to inspire, guide, help them grow and reach their goals, dreams, and ambitions. As dads, we are simply there to be along for the journey, reminding them that the weight of the journey, the obstacles, the failures, the disappointments along the way, the moments of discouragement, those are where they gain mental strength, mental tools, where they gain an understanding and appreciation for the work. For me, the greatest lesson is teaching them to wrestle in the moment, but not die in the momentary. Understanding the purpose of the moment and growing from the moment and being present in that moment in order to reach an even greater moment. And appreciation for the preparation happening in the midst of the pain. Yet the follow-through must be bigger, and if the dream is bigger than the work, we won't ever escape the self-made purgatory of I could have, I should have, if only I would have. A major element, at least for me and my wife, is keeping my children from dressing up the dream, fantasizing more than actualizing, only to wake up from that dream in a reality where you didn't do anything to achieve it. The follow-through must be bigger. Getting them to understand and own that is key. It's a marriage that can't be divorced. Like that of marriage itself, there's always that honeymoon stage where everything is amazing, from the engagement to the ceremony, the honeymoon to the welcome home. Yet in all that glory is the nuance of a long, good, bad, and ugly, uncomfortable, chaotic journey. And in those moments, you remember the dream, the beauty of enjoying the moment, the puppy love that now got a bit older. You lean on the big dream, marriage, the big magnet of love that brought you together in the first place. The friendship, the laughs, the trials and triumphs, you lean into what you're here for in the first place. The big dream. I believe that the visualization, let's get that word right, is necessary for the journey. When it gets tough, it's a reminder that the suffering is momentary and not many make it through the momentary. Yet to be different You have to follow through. And that follow through must be bigger. The bigger the action, the greater the outcome. The bigger the dream, the bigger the effort, the bigger the obstacle, shortcomings, and failures along the way, the bigger the victory, the bigger the reward. It's a perspective muscle trained and shaped only in the deepest of waters, the hottest of flames, and the most intense pressure. The follow through, the dream, the marriage of the two. When you think about it, dreams are an attribute of confidence. It's a seed planted for the journey where the only way is through the process and preparation, the pain and desperation, the obstacles, and everything you thought or let people tell you that you couldn't do. As the roots run deep and they learn how to relentlessly pursue, confidence slowly blooms. A while back, I read a book titled Drive, The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us by Daniel H. Pink. I do. I don't think I had it out here already. But it's a dope book, man. Highly recommend it to anybody. Pretty good book. Easy read. Anyways, I love how he teaches that confidence comes not from external validation, but from autonomy, mastery, and purpose. When I reflect on this book, I can't help but make the connection to the dream going from external, even imaginary, as they follow through and find purpose in the follow through. Autonomy is reached, mastery is achieved. As stated in his book, and I quote, "Greatness and nearsightedness are incompatible. Meaningful achievement depends on lifting one's sights and pushing toward the horizon." End quote. The big dream is on the horizon. The bigger follow through becomes meaningful with every step in the journey. Even more, Dad's hands are on the plow, and we pray for the progress. We pray that our feedback, our words provide a map, even detours for when the journey gets tricky or foggy. Our words provide focus for the follow through to help guide them to be deliberate with their thoughts, practice, and dreams. As Daniel H. Pink says, and I quote, "Remember that deliberate practice has one objective: to improve performance. People who play tennis once a week for years don't get any better if they do the same thing each time." Erickson has said, "Deliberate practice is about changing your performance, setting new goals, and straining yourself to reach a bit higher each time." End quote. It's always that extra rep, that extra few feet, touch the line, if you will, you name it. It's a mindset of daily improvement, self-accountability, and honest reflection, pushing them to see themselves where they were, see themselves where they are, and see themselves where they dream to be at all times, no matter where they may be. The repetition, the feedback, the focus, the pain, the pressure, and opposition, both mentally and physically. What a blessing, I say again, to be given such a responsibility. I'm just here to be. You're just here to be. Yeah. Dream big. Follow through bigger. Cause I'm just here to be. 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 I know it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. Here to be. I'm just 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 here to be. I know it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. 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 Thanks again for tuning in to I'm Just Here to Be Dad, the show about everything or nothing at all. I'm your host, Anthony Young, far from an expert, but just a dad talking to dads and aspiring dads alike. My story, your story, that dad's story over a mic. I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be. I'm just here. I'm just just here to be. Hey yo, it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be, here to be, here to be. Hey yo, it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be, here to be, here to be, here to be. I'm just here to be, dad. Click, comment, subscribe, share. Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. And for all things dad, visit hitterbdad.com.